Hey YouTube folks, back in the 4707, I've got the 8-foot double offset harrows on it now. I plowed with a chisel plow yesterday. Some of the stuff we planted didn't turn out, so I plowed it up. I'm going to try to plant some more before it gets too late. I got to go get some pumpkin and plant that. I've got some more that's already plowed. I'm going to finish this up. We did pretty good with a chisel plow, but I'm just going to run over it with a harrows now and get the rest of this grass out of here. And see how I may have to go back here and set those a little bit more offset. We're going to try to run them a little bit straighter. See what they do. And I think we're going to have to turn a little more offset. The grass and the weeds are going to take over. And we had corn planted out here last year, and even though I plowed this several times and bush hogged and all that good stuff, that corn still wants to come up. So I may have to, next go around, I may end up having to hit it with some Roundup before I start plowing. But the field's getting a lot better. It was, to excuse that sunlight over there, the field's getting a lot better. This is only the second year I've been working it, and I've already got enough squash for several families to have some meals out of. It's still got a bunch. It's still coming. Picking it pretty much almost daily. Trying to stay ahead of it. Dug up some new potatoes yesterday. They still got a little ways to go on all of them. We should have plenty of new potatoes. Sweet potatoes didn't turn out for some reason. I don't really know why. I bought sweet potato plants. I might have planted too late or too early or done something. That hydraulic top leak, I need my son actually did it for me, bless his heart, but I'm going to switch them hydraulic lines around because I don't like the way. I want to go the other way. I want to kind of pull it to contract it and push it to extend and it's the other way around. I keep forgetting that, but it ain't like the world's going to end, but that's just me. I'd rather pull it to have it contract, push to have it extend. So I'm going to try to get this here plowed up good. My cousin's going to try to come back in and plant it, I guess probably tomorrow. How it turns out. Once I get through plowing, if I have time, I'm going to put the drag on it, the drag hair, and go back over it just to get everything nice and smooth. But I got to switch that around. It's going to drive me nuts if I don't get that drag hair and get it nice and smooth. That chisel plow really gets down in there and brings some dirt up. It ain't easy to pull, I'll tell you that much. If anybody out there has ordered a programmer for one of the 4700s and tried it, I see 2 or 3 different ones when I'm looking at them. One of the companies says that it doesn't leave an imprint on the ECM. It's undetectable when it's loaded on there, and I'm not sure on which route to go if I even gonna do one. But if anybody has looked into that or ordered one or already has one on their tractor, give me a shout out. I'd like to know that. I'm going to do a little more research into it, find out who's building the software programs, and talk to some people that I use to build software programs for automotive stuff, and see if they've heard anything through the grapevine or know of anybody. If anybody out there is familiar with that, give me a shout out. I'd like to know myself. I still haven't had a chance to work on the little massey that I picked up. I've still got to get my hay baler in good working order, and got the cylinder back to go back on my cutter. I'll try to fool with that when I get back this afternoon. And get the cutter going and maybe get the new blades on it. Wrong way. You think I'd remember it after the fourth time. It's just what you get used to, I guess. I haven't got these hairs cut heavy, but I don't know if I've plowed. I know I haven't plowed with this tractor with the hairs. I think I did with that other 4707 mowers. They were letting me use the used ones. I was thinking about mine. I'm pretty sure that I did with it. No, I'm not even positive about that. But the Mahindra didn't have a problem. I can pull it in two-wheel drive most of the time, unless it was wet, like over in my lease land. It's got, those bottoms holds a lot of moisture in it. I'd have to put it in four-wheel drive sometimes over there. I still got to get over to there, and I guess probably run over it with a bush hog one more time, and then start plowing and figure out what I'm going to put out. About too late to put anything out. Can't do milling, I'm too late for that and all, so I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe put some kind of summer mix, but may not do anything. May just see what comes up on its own. And then wait till fall and put my fall and winter mix stuff out. But I need to get over there and get it all prepped. Get as much weed down as I possibly can. Probably do that next week or two. Probably more than that, because we'll be doing a vacation. Yeah. We'll be doing a vacation week of the 4th of July. So we do our vacation every year. So I don't know if I'll have time. I got to do some cow stuff before I do anything else. There's another thing. We've got electric fences up, and if there's any electric fence people out there, if you'll shout out to me, we have a fence charger that is battery operated, and it has a solar panel on it we bought, and it seems to work fine when I run the test on it. But when we got it on that fence over there, and it's not huge, this thing's supposed to be good up for like 23 miles or something is what it says. You can touch a fence, you don't get anything off of it. But when Jeff was trying to figure it out, he put his hands on the ground, checking the ground on it, and the fence won't shock you, but the ground rocked his world. So I don't understand how, if you're standing on the ground and you touch the ground rod, how he's getting shocked, unless somehow it's reversed and the black is positive and the red is negative. And I haven't been over to finish checking it to see what's doing what. And it may be that he says he wasn't touching any part of the fence when it happened, but I didn't see it. He just told me it rocked his world. I didn't see him get shocked, so I didn't see whether he had an elbow accidentally touching the fence at the same time. I'm thinking we don't have enough ground. I'm going to probably put 1 or 2 more rods in the ground and series them apart about 10 foot each and see what that does, and then go from there. Because I'd really like to get that fence going next day or so, so I may go over there. I may run over there this evening and just see if I got time. I was going to try to plow over this at least a little bit. I really need to run the drag hairs over, but oh well. You only have so many hours in a day, and there's only one of them. You're not going to get so much done. Isn't that what everybody says? I'm just glad I get done what I get done. It's almost about good enough. It's still got a little bit of green in there, but I think it's going to die because it's been plowed on so much. You know, I don't really want to set these hairs any more angle on them, because I don't want it to furrow up so much to where it's hard to keep the field smooth. So I'm just going to run it like they are. And then hope that it kills off all what's left, and then we drag hair the rest of the stuff out of it, and that'll smooth everything back out. Anyway, so I'm going to finish up this stuff. I just wanted to do a little short video and see if people will answer me back on the electric fence problem, on whether or not anybody's familiar with the programmers for the 4700 series masseys, and still some ideas on that small tractor that I got on the 4-wheel drive, if anybody's had issues on some massey small tractors, and what things to look at first on there. I haven't done anything, but the more ideas I have before I get started, the better off I am. I still got to fix hydraulic lines on the 450. I'm probably going to fool with that Thursday afternoon, and I may do some videoing on that and let you see some of that stuff. It's not going to be fun because the line is leaking on the backhoe that's on the 450. Goes to the cylinder that's up inside the backhoe arm, and so I've got to just get those pins out and get that cylinder out of there. And we both know that that cylinder hasn't, and the pins ain't been out of that cylinder in many years, so that's probably going to be fun. I may take a little torch with me just in case it's down by where my son's building his house at. So if we can ever get all the paperwork, or if he can get all the paperwork and all the logistics handled to get started on his house, other than just digging out for the basement. But anyway, I'm going to hope to do some videoing on that. Y'all have a lovely evening. I'm going to turn some tunes on. Hit the likes, notifications, ring the bell, and if you have some ideas on those questions I had, I sure appreciate some answers. Y'all have a good evening. May God bless.